Hello and welcome to this special English practice video. In today's video, we are going to discuss various ways to improve your English speaking skills. If you want to speak English more confidently, more fluently, and sound more like a native speaker, this video is for you. I'll provide you with practical tips and strategies you can use every day to improve your speaking ability. Let's get started. Rule 1. Practice every day. The most important tip to speak better English is to practice every single day. Consistency is key. Imagine if you wanted to become good at playing a musical instrument, you would practice every day, right? It's the same with language learning. The more you practice, the better you get. Now, I know it can be hard to find the time to practice every day, especially with a busy schedule. But you don't need to spend hours. Just 20 to 30 minutes a day is enough to see improvement. You can practice by speaking out loud, even if you're talking to yourself. Try to speak English when you're doing everyday tasks like cooking, walking, or shopping. This will help you build confidence. If you don't have anyone to practice with, don't worry. Use technology. There are apps, websites, and even online platforms where you can talk to people from all over the world. The important thing is to make it a daily habit. Rule 2. Listen to native speakers. One of the most effective ways to improve your speaking is to listen to native speakers. Listening helps you develop a natural feel for how the language sounds. You can listen to English podcasts, YouTube videos, audiobooks, and even TV shows or movies. The more you listen, the more you will understand the rhythm, pronunciation, and natural flow of English. Try to focus on how native speakers use intonation and stress certain words. Pay attention to the way they link words together in sentences. This is important because in spoken English, native speakers often don't say every word clearly. They blend words together, which is something you will want to do as well. A great exercise is to listen to a short clip of an English speaker and repeat what they say, trying to match their pronunciation and intonation. Do this several times to practice your speaking. Rule 3. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Many people are afraid to speak English because they fear making mistakes. But let me tell you this: making mistakes is part of the process. Even the best language learners make mistakes. The key is to not be afraid of them. Instead, learn from them. When you make a mistake, try to figure out what went wrong and practice that area more. You could also ask someone who speaks English well to correct your mistakes. But always remember that the goal is communication. It's more important to get your message across than to speak perfectly. So, speak as much as you can, even if you make mistakes. Rule 4. Learn useful phrases. Learning vocabulary is essential, but learning phrases can be even more helpful. When you learn individual words, it can be hard to remember them in the right context. However, when you learn phrases, you can immediately use them in conversation. Phrases help you speak more naturally and sound more fluent. For example, instead of saying, "I don't know," you can say, "I'm not sure." Instead of saying, "I need help," you could say, "Could you give me a hand with?" These small changes will make you sound more confident and fluent. Start by learning common everyday phrases. You can look for phrases used in greetings, in conversations at restaurants, at work, or in casual chats with friends. Practice saying them aloud until they feel natural to you. Over time, you'll find that you use these phrases automatically. Rule 5. Speak slowly and clearly. When learning a language, it's tempting to want to speak quickly. But speaking too fast can make it difficult for others to understand you. In fact, it can also make you sound less confident. Instead, focus on speaking slowly and clearly. Speaking slowly will give you time to think about your words and form correct sentences. It will also help you pronounce your words more accurately, which is key to being understood. Don't rush. Take your time. As you become more comfortable with the language, you can speed up. But for now, focus on clarity and understanding. Rule 6. Expand your vocabulary. The more words you know, the more you can express yourself. Expanding your vocabulary is a great way to speak better English. Try to learn a few new words every day. You don't have to memorize long lists of words. Instead, learn words that are useful in everyday situations. For example, learn words related to your job, hobbies, or interests. When you encounter new words, try to use them in sentences to help remember them. You can also keep a vocabulary notebook where you write down new words and their meanings. It's also important to learn synonyms, words that have similar meanings. For instance, instead of always saying, good, you can say, excellent, great, amazing, or fantastic. Using a variety of words will make you sound more fluent and natural. Rule 7. Focus on pronunciation. Good pronunciation is crucial for being understood when speaking English. Many learners struggle with pronunciation because English has many words that aren't pronounced the way they are spelled. For example, the word, though, is pronounced differently from through. A good way to improve your pronunciation is by listening and repeating. As I mentioned earlier, mimic the way native speakers speak. Try to copy their rhythm, stress, and tone. You can also use apps like Forvo or Youglish to hear how words are pronounced by native speakers. If you're having trouble with specific sounds, practice those sounds. English has certain sounds that don't exist in other languages. For example, the th sound in think or this is tricky for many learners. Spend extra time practicing these challenging sounds. Rule 8. Practice with a language partner. Find someone to practice speaking English with. This could be a language partner, a friend, or even an online tutor. Practicing with another person will help you improve faster, as you can have real conversations and get instant feedback. There are websites and apps where you can find language exchange partners, such as Tandem, HelloTalk, or Speaky. You can also join English conversation groups or meetups in your local area. Practicing speaking with others is one of the most effective ways to improve your speaking skills. Rule 9. Think in English. This might sound strange at first, but thinking in English is one of the most powerful ways to improve your speaking skills. Instead of translating words from your native language to English in your mind, try to think directly in English. For example, when you look at an object, think about what it's called in English, not in your native language. If you see a dog, think dog, not the word for dog, in your language. This will help you speak more naturally and reduce the time it takes to form sentences. Rule 10. Stay patient and consistent. Finally, be patient with yourself. Learning a language takes time, and speaking fluently won't happen overnight. But if you practice consistently, you will see improvement. It's easy to feel frustrated when you don't see immediate progress, but remember that language learning is a journey. Even small steps forward are important. Stay positive, keep practicing, and trust the process. Last advice: to speak English better, the key is practice, patience, and persistence. Remember to practice every day. Listen to native speakers. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, and focus on speaking slowly and clearly. Expand your vocabulary, improve your pronunciation, and find a language partner to help you practice. Most importantly, be consistent and enjoy the learning process. I hope these tips help you speak English better. Keep practicing, and soon you'll notice big improvements in your speaking ability. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your language learning journey.
Thank you for watching.